Hi guys, Amber here for Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, January 10th, 2017. So, I have to admit, I really like Jennifer's idea for the board she did. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly what I could do to make myself move forward with some of the stuff I have. I have, of course, all of my blocks from Fantastic Beasts that I've done, plus the ones I still need to do, haven't done anything with yet. I've got all of my favorite things that I need to do something with. I have the jack-o'-lanterns from Jennifer's pattern that I've got the top put together that I need to do something with. I've never had so many quilting UFOs in my life. In my life. Really. Never. Usually, you know, all the way to the finish. Haven't done it. So, it's getting to my OCD. And it may come a time at some point this summer, I may just have to take some time off and do nothing but put tops together. That said, I gotta figure out some other stuff with my schedule, because tonight we did talk to my sister and sister-in-law, and we're going to go visit them in March. We kind of do that every year. We didn't last year for reasons. What was the reason we didn't go? Can't remember off the top of my head. So anyway, the real reason you're here, the real reason you come listen to me ramble, is to see what I've done. I've been working on various projects. My calendar seems to be getting fuller instead of emptier. So I actually have 2 blocks here that I need to get finished this week so that I can get them mailed out. I have one downstairs that needs to be embroidered so that I can mail that out. But I did take time to get some stuff done on some current quilt-alongs that we're working on to add to my UFO pile. So, first things first, yesterday Jennifer re-released the paper piecing vintage pattern, the first one. And I say re-release, it's not really a re-release, but you guys know what I mean. And so I showed you my fabrics a few weeks ago. Here's the first one. I really love how this came out. I really love the colors, and if I wasn't such a color whore, I would probably do the whole thing just in this, because it's fun, it's bright, but no, it's not going to happen. I've bought the fabric, and I've actually may have worked ahead a bit, so that's not happening. But I love how this came out. All my points are pretty good. I'm really pleased with that. So, and it probably will be like one of the first blankets or quilts that I've ever made that does not have shiny on it. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Moda Marbles does not have shiny. So it may require something. Not sure what. Last Wednesday, we got our first look at the patterns for the Goblin King quilt-along on Phantom and Stitches. So, Jennifer showed you her Sarah, and she mentioned that I had done the other Sarah, so here's mine. I have not squared her up yet, so she's still pretty big and fuzzy on the ends. This was the first block that I did with the replacement sulky that I got. I do have a couple of areas that are a little stiffer than I would expect it to be, and I think it's due to a bunch of dense stitching, and maybe I wasn't as careful as I should have been with the rinsing to get it all out, but I'm not too terribly worried about it, since probably after I get like the quilt top all put together, get it quilted and get it back, I can wash it, and then hopefully that'll take out the rest of it. I had originally done the not fancy Sarah, but that's the one that had the sulky accident. So here she is. You actually can't tell that there's any problem with her until you feel her, and it's very rough, very feels very much like a canvas bag. That's how rough it feels. I have not tried anything to get it out like they suggested, simply because it's not that I don't care, but I've got other things to work on, and that does not include rinsing out and trying questionable methods to get this cleaned off. So that's all that that's not all I'm working on. We know that. That's what I can show you that I'm working on. I did today print out the coloring page from Paper Piecing Vintage, so that, and I dug out my Crayolas so that I can color in where everything is going to go, simply because I need to make sure that I have the right colors in the right places so that when I cut them up and everything. So there's that. I don't think there's anything else that I had to tell you guys. I did do a little shopping this week, and I mean very little, because I'm behind on some signature blocks. I was going to put those together and realized that the blocks are too small to be embroidered with the current hoop sizes I have, as you can see over my shoulder. So I wanted a 4-inch hoop, and I had gotten a Joann's gift card for for Christmas, so I thought I'll go get there and get one. Well, they didn't have a 4, they had a 5, and I did buy that, and I bought some more floss, because when I bought the first batch of floss, I bought it 3, because that's all they had. I brought it home, and then like 3 or 4 days later, I was at a different store. I think I went to Walmart, and I bought 3 more, brought them home, and then realized I bought a completely different color. I put those in a different pile, and so when I bought the 5-inch hoop, I also picked up a bunch more, probably too much of the floss, but I'd rather have it than have it run out or change color. So, and then when I paid, I forgot to use my gift card. Go figure. We ended up going back to Walmart because they did have the 4-inch hoop that I needed, and while we were there, we ran into one of my mom's longtime friends that we actually haven't seen in close to 15 years, and so that was a happy accident to run into her. It was a lot of fun to get to talk to her. I think she and my mom are going to get together for lunch soon, and I think that's it. 30 flights of stairs today. Yes, 30 flights of stairs. Kind of took the wind out of my sails, so I need to get this loaded up and get to coloring so that I can get to sleep at a decent time, which by decent I mean 2 a.m. So I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.